Divorce Day Diaries, Day 369, Atamari e Akaroa. It's my final day here in Akaroa. But first, coffee. So we're going back to the Crater Cafe for a coffee. And while I waited, because there was a bit of a wait, this seems to be the only cafe in the morning, or at least it's the most popular. There's always a ton of people here. I popped next door to Le Baguette and grabbed this, the daily treat, which was this custard and chocolate bread, which I sneakily smashed into my gob before taking my iced latte back to the batch, packing up, and then heading off. On the way back, we stopped in at Little River, which is this tiny, almost like colonial looking town. It looks like something out of the Wild West in America. This is seriously pretty much the whole town. I popped into the art gallery and had a look around where my dad pointed out this chef's knife to me. Looked great. Unfortunately, it was a bit out of my price range. In saying that, I did spend quite a lot of time staring at the paintings in this place and wondering if I should purchase one, and then decided, you know what, maybe not. Let's just pop over to the market that's behind the art gallery. It's just a coincidence that this was on today. Family shouted me a bacon buddy while I went down to the Spice Guy and grabbed one of my personal favourites, which is Cajun. I put that on all my chicken, and the bacon buddy ended up actually being delicious. For something so simple, it was so well made. They had a sauce table next door. Naturally, I chucked some sriracha on. And then I said goodbye to my dad and my stepmom and said hello to North Beach. My sister and her boyfriend love this shop, so, they're taking me here. I've never tried it before. Apparently it sells some really cool stuff, and they had a lot of stuff in discount, including this here shirt, which it's usually $100, and I picked up for $40. And it was funny, I was like, I really like this shirt, I'm not sure how well it fits me, and I was coming out of the changing room and the staff member saw me and he complimented me and he used a word that I'd never heard anyone use as a compliment before, and I was like, now I feel old, but I know that the way you're saying that, it sounds like a compliment, so I'll just buy the shirt. He did his job well. But I also picked up this jacket, which was a bit oversized, but what he was saying was that it can be worn with another jersey underneath. And I said, yeah, good point, because it can comfortably fit like a hoodie underneath in case that's what I wanted to do. And this was $250 down to $70. It is a huffer jacket, so pretty stoked with that find actually. But they still had a bit of time to kill before their flight, so I thought, you know what, let's take you to the places that I take everybody else who visits me in Christchurch to. Such as the gondola. Great views at the top, where of course we decided that we'd have a bit of a snacky snack because we hadn't eaten since breakfast. I ordered the prawn horns, which were great, and I got it myself a long black as well. It's been a long weekend. We then walked down the hill. The views were fantastic, and I was glad I bought that jacket because the wind, it was like a southerly wind, and it was very cold. But if you're going to do this walk, just be aware that it is quite steep, it is quite rocky, but it is a very satisfying walk to do. I then took them through the Littleton Tunnel because, why not? It is one of the longest tunnels in New Zealand. Conveniently, there's a roundabout at the end, so you can turn around and go straight back. All the way over to New Brighton, where I took them to the pier. Mr. Whippy was visiting today, so I grabbed a sherbet soft serve. Fantastic, personal fave. And then with a heavy heart, it was time to take them back to the airport, where it was time to say goodbye. And I like to do this thing where immediately after getting home, I unpack everything by tipping all of my laundry into my laundry basket, putting everything away, and then have a shower, get in my PJs, and now I'm relaxed and ready to tackle the week ahead because I have to go to work tomorrow. So good to see family, and it's funny, they all loved Christchurch as well, and now they're all talking like, oh, we should retire here one day. Like, maybe you should just move down here and not wait until retirement. Why do you need an excuse? Just come live down here. It'll be fun. We'll hang out all the time. The only people who dislike Christchurch are the people that grew up here, which is the same for anywhere in New Zealand. Ask anyone how they feel about their hometown in New Zealand, and they'll be like, I hate it. Anyway, it's been a good weekend, and I will catch you on the flip side.